Mimoune here for IrishBoxing.com with Tyrone McKenna. Tyrone, obviously, we're a few weeks out. We're less than how many weeks out now to your fight with Mimoune?
It's next week.
Next week. So it's exciting times. But first off, how are we feeling ahead of this clash? Obviously, you're coming back after retirement in, retirement out. We've had a few Zoom calls in between. But what's it like to finally now be a week out from your next fight?
You know what? I have missed this buzz. I've missed everything about it. There's a buzz about Belfast about it. There's buzz in camp. I'm back down skinny again, which I feel great about. I'm fit. I feel happier. I'm just ready to have a war again and please the crowd and do what I love doing. That's getting in the trenches and getting stuck into another fighter.
Obviously, this is a rematch against Mimoune. After the last fight, obviously stuff was hard. And what happened to make this fight happen, and just go a bit more in depth about how this fight was made again?
Listen, I've always, after the first time, I've always said I want to revisit this fight. There's a lot of controversy over the win. I genuinely, wholeheartedly believe I won that fight, 6-4 in rounds. Did you watch the fight back many times? I guess you've watched the fight back many times just to get a look at Mimoune again. Yeah, so even after the first fight, I took about a month or two, and then I watched it and rewatched it, and I scored it subjectively, and I do think I won the 6 rounds. I won the 6 rounds just by the skin of my teeth, but I won the 6 rounds. And his 4 rounds are massive rounds, so I can see why people do think, it was a robbery or whatever, but 4 rounds he didn't drop me, so at the end of the day, when he was a 10-9 round every round, so I believe I won the fight. He believes he won the fight. A lot of my fans, it's the only fight a lot of my fans said, don't think you won that, blah, blah, and to me that's a blemish in my record. I've always said I want to revisit that fight, and I think now is the perfect time. I'm coming back. I wanted a bit of hard fight. I don't want to be in these easy pick me fights. I don't like that shit. I like training hard, thinking fuck if I don't train hard I'm gonna get beat. So that's what I've been putting in every day in the gym. And Mimoune is a man that, as I said, I always wanted to fight again. He's given me shit over the last 4 years. He's constantly been on my case. He's got big figures in boxing to do videos about me. He's got people to mail me. Anytime
How do you feel about that?
I think it's sad. I think he's a wee crying bitch, to be honest. I've never seen a grown man cry like that in my life. 4 fucking years and I'm still in his mind. That just shows I live rent-free in his head. Like, I've been robbed before and I get over it in 2 weeks, 3 weeks. He is 40 years later and he's still crying about it. But listen, it's a fight that I did want to revisit. I want to prove to my fans that I did win the fight first, and this time it's not going to go to the decision. I'm going to stop him.
When this fight was made, how long in between now and the fight that was signed to you? When was this fight put to you?
Well, I went to Jamie about the fight. I said, look, I want to come back, and he started spitting a few names at me, and they were decent level, big names.
Was it mean at a coffee shop or how? Yeah.
A coffee shop. We had a coffee down the street from me, as we usually do. And he threw a few names at me, and I said, no, I want one man, and that's Mimoune. And he said, Tyrone, that's a tough fight. I don't know, do you want that fight? And I said, Jimmy, get me a fight or no one. I want Mimoune. So listen, Mimoune should be thanking me and praising me for giving me this opportunity, because not much fighters would. You get it to win. You don't see people wanting to go after the win again. So it just shows my mentality that I do want to prove that I did win the first time, and I'm going to do it in devastating fashion the second time. But Jamie said, look, are you sure you want it? I said 100%. Mimoune had a fight in May lined up, and it was a tough fight against a Cuban. And I said, look, if he wants to fight me, he has to pull out that fight, because I don't want him getting cut or getting something happening, you know what I mean? Yeah. Even if he did win and getting cut or getting a broken hand. So I said, look, if you want to fight me, pull out of the fight, be a man, pull out of the fight. He actually phoned me randomly.
Was that the FaceTime that you're talking?
FaceTime, he got my number off Greedo, and he FaceTimed me, called me pussy, shouted pussy to me, and I went, what the fuck's going on here? So I was shouting back at him. None of us speak each other's language. So
we'll just Google Translate. What was?
There was a bit of
back and forth, yeah.
Saying language going. I said, this fight's happening because of me. So put respect in my name. And he's like, yeah. See. But I'm gonna beat the fuck out of him. It's a man.
Even he's agreeing with, you know, it's.
He has to agree. I didn't need to take his fight. Honestly, I don't need to take most of the fights, but I'm a man of the fans, and I took it for them. I know this fight's going to be unbelievable. The first fight was probably my most entertaining fight ever. It was 10 rounds slugfest. Back.
I was watching it back last night, and like that's probably one of the most brutal war fights. And obviously, Tyrone McKenna, war. When you look up war in the dictionary, Tyrone McKenna, your name is right there, but. You're going to get out to your war for us again, and again, a war will come on Saturday night on August 10th.
100%. I mean, I'm not going in with any other main frame other than a war. He's saying he's ready for war. I was born in war, so I'm ready. Like, trenches is where I lived, and it's where I feel comfortable, and I can't fucking wait for that. He can bring his war. He's saying he's going to stop me. He's not leaving the judges. The judges aren't going to be needed. He doesn't need to worry about that because I'm stopping him. I'm knocking him out.
I heard Beamish will be there August 3rd. Can you point any truth to that?
If Beamish is there, Mimoune's definitely in trouble because Beamish is a fucking psychopath. But
just a reference for people, Beamish, for the international listeners and the international viewers on this channel, Beamish is an Irish stout, and Tyrone has picked no better name than an Irish stout. So Beamish, we know what we're trying to say.
An Irish name for an Irish dog. He's an Irish cow blue, and he's fucking actually.
He's a lovely dog from what I've seen. He looks like a lovely dog.
He's insane. But do you know what? He's very much like me. So he looks cute and cuddly, and they say he's a good-looking dog. But he
fights the postman. Wants to fight the postman. So
I want to fight everyone. You start fighting my house. He's game.
You're dead. You're gone.
You're fucked. He's my mentality. He goes out and he looks for fights everywhere.
Sean, you're fucked, fam. You're fucked.
They always say your dog learns his behaviour from his master, and he's certainly spot on because he's very protective of his family. But when there's a fight there, he picks the biggest fights as well. He fights Alsatians, he fights pit bulls. He wants the big names, just as I do.
Yeah. He wants the big dogs, same as you. But I want you to look down this camera at the moment, yeah. And Mimoune is looking at you right now. What do you want to say to him?
Mimoune, see when I knock you out, don't be crying like a little bitch like last time. 4 years of crying, you've got what you wanted. I'm in the ring with you again, and I'm going to tear you to pieces.
Right. That's me, Matt Meehan here for IrishBoxingCom with Tyrone McKenna. Tyrone, thank you so much, really appreciate it.